Okay, yeah. The best thing, just chilling and drive, whatever. Ready?
Yes. It's insane.
The gauge cluster from speed I started at to speed I got to. I think it got through 3 frames. And it was like, how did I get to that speed? Like, it is unreal.
Yeah, it deletes digits. It is insane.
Yeah, like how fast it has to skip. Like, everything about this is nuts. And then I'll take cliche corner here at like 0 tenths.
Yes.
With traction on, and we'll still be the fastest car in the world.
Yeah. So we previously drove this, like you said, 5 years ago. It was not a hybrid, and now it is, but it's a T hybrid. So don't get too upset. It's in the transmission, and it just fills in and adds more power.
Yeah. If I don't like the badge on the side.
I don't either, and that is an option. It's actually a Porsche exclusive.
I don't want anyone to know that this is a hybrid.
Exactly.
I prefer full gas when it comes to this.
Same here.
But it feels good. It feels normal. I don't think there's maybe a little bit of like hybrid brake weirdness when you come to a stop. But maybe it's in my head.
The amount of torque fill that this thing gives you is insane. There's no lag. It's like terrifying, actually, but at the same time not, because it's so planted.
Yeah.
This is a ridiculous amount of power. So we previously drove the 911 GTS. This is the twin turbo version of that.
So the GTS has 1 turbo.
Yes. And it's the like electrically fed turbo, basically, where it spools up the turbine.
Okay, looks.
Yes.
Cool wing at the back, and you can raise and lower. When you go to sport mode, you can raise or lower from the infotainment. It's pretty sweet. I remember
really like that.
The last one we had a big wing. I think you need to have a big stacked wing to have a 911 Turbo S. And at the front, we got that little air dam that like comes out and back out.
Yeah, when you change between sport mode.
We got the gills like the GTS, but I haven't really seen them move. Maybe because, I don't know, it's very good at temperature management and it doesn't need to move.
I think so.
And then we have the, I think, sport design kit on it, where we got like the different exhaust at the back and some body kit kind of stuff. It looks pretty cool.
And it's the wide body, so you got the air intakes on the side.
Yeah, gray color. I don't really care for it, but I understand that.
I'm sure it's expensive.
You're driving a car like this, you kind of want to just be under the radar.
Yes.
Maybe matte black.
Yeah.
Don't cause any trouble.
Gray, white, black. That's what you want your 911 Turbo S in.
Do you like the wheels?
Yes,
They
really
match-
cool. So all the gray accents on this car, including the wheels, are Turbo Night. That's
And
the color.
And the key fob.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you got the little. I prefer the normal thing, but that's cool for this.
Yep.
Okay, back to the wheels. What would be the Continental recommended tire for your 911 Turbo S?
That would be the Sport Contact 7.
Oh, hey.
Great tire.
Promo code in the comments below.
That's right.
And then I guess, are there any other looks things? Like, it looks great, but it is a little subtle, a little too subtle for some people, I think.
No, I think it's the perfect amount of
that's-
subtle for the type of buyer that wants a Turbo S.
Compared to a GT3 or something, yeah.
Different buyer.
Yeah.
Very different.
And then there hasn't been a manual turbo, I think, since 2014-ish, except for, what was that, Sport Classic?
Yes.
That was a turbo. but-
rear-wheel drive.
So, kind of, but not really.
Yes.
Because the all-wheel driveness is part of the Turbo S. Like,
It is, yes.
you just, like this car is insane.
Because the GTS you can get with all-wheel or rear-wheel. This is only all-wheel.
GTS, can you get with the manual or no?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to get a T now.
Dude, honestly.
Or
like,
a GT3.
991.2 was my favorite.
Okay.
If I had a base 911 from that era,
Yeah.
I would be happy.
Yeah.
Just a base, whatever. I don't think you're allowed to spec a base 911.
You're not.
Probably the rarest Porsche you can buy is a base 911 because they wouldn't let you leave a dealership.
That's
like
right,
that.
yeah.
But man, imagine that.
I
This
honestly
is a
can't.
lot for me. And then like
This is a lot for everybody.
The second I'm done taking my rips back to normal mode, it is pretty much silent.
Yes.
This thing is quiet. I feel like nobody knows I'm on the road. Nobody knows anything. I can just get around and just go under the radar.
And this does have the exhaust button. Let's take a listen to the outside. Not the loudest.
Can't rev it all the way. Not even that impressive, but you
No.
can do launch control while you're parked, and then you're.
And then if you stop the launch control, you get the whooshes.
That's the only way to rev it, people, is to do launch control in front of it. That's what I did. I went to Ben's shop, and I'm like, I can show you launch control.
Yeah.
And before you drive, there's a couple things I hate about this car.
Whoa.
A couple things I hate that I can't
Whoa.
stand. I don't like being connected to my cars.
Oh,
You know
here we
this.
go.
Every time I get in the car, I need to click 3 times. Guest. Don't log in. Are you sure? Yes. Dude, like, a thing like this, I just don't want it to be connected. I just want it to be a thing.
Yes, but
And
the
I'm
people
sure
buying
there's
this,
a bunch of
they're just
There's
signing
a bunch
it.
of rich people who sign it, buy it, it's in the garage,
Exactly.
and then like they don't even log in because they have so many cars.
Yeah.
I hate that part. Stop that. That's why 991.2, my favorite. Even 992.1 didn't make you log in.
Really?
I don't remember that being an issue until recently.
Huh.
Right?
I don't remember.
The whole connected world wasn't as prevalent 5
It
years
was
ago.
not, yes. But
Yeah.
we still have Apple CarPlay and all that stuff too.
Next thing I don't like, and I guess this is probably the only other thing, my child seat. Okay, so I got a Britax front-facing harness seat. Doesn't really fit in the back at all. Like I couldn't really get in there, and it would like be hitting the head. And then if I did get her in there, her knees would be crushed because the seat would be so far forward, but there still wouldn't be enough room.
Yeah.
And then you can't put it in the front because even though it kind of reaches the back, the airbag wouldn't turn off.
And it has back seats, so
legally, yeah, but like you can put your kid, like if this was a GT car with no back seat, you could.
Yes,
like you could put your kid in a Lamborghini front seat.
Yes.
And stuff like that.
Yeah, lots of people just buy the car seat that fits the car. Because I know a lot of like 911 turbo people will just put their kids back there and they'll just buy the seat that fits the car.
But I just, because I don't like the booster seats for a kid my size.
Oh, okay.
So that's where my problem lies.
Nice.
And besides that, is there anything? I hate the shifter. You know what they had in the 991.2?
Was it a manual?
Normal shifter.
Yes.
You know the cool kind?
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's where I'm at. That's my 3 complaints about this car.
Sounds good.
And then I don't have money to buy it.
Well, yeah.
But what I wanted anyways over everything else that Porsche offers.
I don't know. GT3 and GT3 RS exist.
tsp.truecar.com. Can you get a used Speedster for the cost of this new?
I have a feeling you probably can't.
Speedster is my perfect.
Okay, so I'm just going to drive away normally, turn on my cooled seats, which are very, very cooled. Like, the most cooled, and I really like that today because it's so hot.
Not having bucket seats.
Yes.
Thank God. If this had bucket seats, I would hate. I hate the buckets.
So
I hate the buckets. Okay, I'm sorry.
These have the 18 ways, and they are very, very comfortable. Like, no complaints about these. Super comfortable. So for daily driving, obviously you're some sort of like doctor or something like that. You would have no problems. If you were like a back surgeon, you get into this and be like, cool, on my way to my rich lake house, like I'm good to go.
When I had my vasectomy, I asked the doctor what car he drove.
Yep.
And it was not a 911 turbo, so I got a little worried.
Well, that's why your balls still hurt.
It's been 4 months, and the left one now does not hurt.
Okay, your Sport Plus.
It's gonna feel so much crazier in passengers.
We genuinely have not launched this until
today.
On camera.
Yeah, I need to save it.
I'm gonna try boost mode, see if that does anything. Sport response. Holy F.
Oh!
Oh man!
What is the hypothetical 0 to 60?
So the hypothetical 0 to 60 is around 2 seconds. Okay. We do have a couple drive modes, like you said earlier. I hit the big red button to give us sport response, so you get like 20 seconds of instant response, whatever. Sport Plus, Sport, Wet. I would never want to drive this in the wet trying to have any sort of fun, but at least you have that to save you in case you did try to do anything like that. We have our traction control. We have hard buttons for our exhaust, our traction, and our suspension. So right now we're in the stiff mode. You can really feel it. You dial it down. Dials it down
much
just enough.
better when you dial it. And on the left, you got the buttons for your frunk, which has a lot of room, and your trunk, which is where we find out what is the Total Energies recommended oil for this.
That would be the Quartz INEO FGO 5W40.
Always follow your manufacturer recommended guidelines.
Definitely follow your manufacturer recommended guidelines.
Do not void your warranty.
Do not void your warranty.
911 Turbo S.
A hybrid. That's the thing about this, right? Like, okay, let me just casually 0 out of 10 rip it through cliche corner. But as I'm doing that, the steering feels incredible. Everything about this, obviously, they're not going to screw up. It does have 4-wheel steering, and with all-wheel drive, you feel invincible in this. But what I did want to say is that, given that this is a hybrid, I don't know how this is going to hold up in the used market, because 911 turbos have held up extremely well for years. But now that it's a hybrid, who's going to maintain these things other than the Porsche dealership, which I'm sure a lot of owners buying used ones still take to Porsche dealerships.
I wouldn't take this anywhere else.
Exactly. Like,
you're like, I don't know.
It's the same, because you can't blame Porsche, right? Because Corvette, ZR1, ZR1X, the ZR1X is going to face the same problem that this does. So I don't know what's going to happen to both of these cars, because all these cars are kind of going to these like hybrids just for all the torque fill and everything, right?
YouTubers in 30 years are going to try to do comparison reviews.
Yeah.
Like when Chris Harris did the F40 versus the F50.
Yes.
And the cars are instantly going to blow and like just not be able to be repaired at all.
Every rebuild channel is just going to be Tavares with the P1 where it just never gets done.
Sorry,
Tavares.
How long it's taking for Matt Farrett to get his Countach back together?
That's not even a hybrid.
They're just going to say no. They're just going to be like, no, it's a paperweight. Put it in a museum.
Yes. So this is a 8-speed PDK, and it shifts very quickly. I feel like a GT3 RS would still shift faster than this, but this is, again, going to be more for your daily-ish
Daily driving and just having way too much power when you. This feels like the GT2 RS we drove once you're like rolling and taking off.
Yeah, it doesn't give me the same sensation, even though it has like 700 horsepower. It's that instant torque fill where it feels like it's almost naturally aspirated, but it still does have the boost by gear, which that's what really cemented in my head the GT2 RS, where it just kept getting faster.
I think it was like so much less insulation and like so much louder and more raw. That's the other car I think about too all the time. I just need to get my hands on a GT2 RS before those engines are not serviceable.
I think they'll be, because it's not a hybrid, right?
I don't know how engine servicing works. Everything looks confusing. The turbos are in the computer.
They are not. But
are the turbos in the motor in this?
They're outside.
Outside, but they're like built like all together.
Well, so the hybrid is like, it's basically the battery is separate. The motor is in the transmission, which spools up the turbos faster.